Give yourself some grace and be okay with where you're at and celebrate yourself for doing every single thing that you're doing, because I know you're doing way better than you think you are. You are doing a phenomenal job. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Callie. I'm a stay-at-home mom and a reseller. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Today we're getting real. We are going over the mistakes that I've made as a newer reseller, telling you how you can avoid doing that. Mistake number 1, thinking that what sells for someone else is going to sell for me. Why is this the case? I have no idea. Some people can sell LuLaRoe, however you say it, like no sweat off their back. Other people, they can have 10 pieces that have sat for years. When it comes to brands, when it comes to designer items or electronics, I feel like part of it is just knowing your niche, really knowing what sells well, learning the sell-through rate, being able to keep track of trends. And so when it comes to clothing, that's what I sell the most. I've started to learn what sells, what brands sell for me, taking that information, doing it over and over again. Number 2, just because it's Free People or Anthropologie does not mean it's cute or that it's going to sell. I would get so excited when I'd go to a thrift store and I'd find Free People or I'd find an Anthropologie piece. But here's the deal. You have got to learn, what season is this from? Is this years and years old? Is this something that's still selling? Does anyone really want this? But if you are wanting consistent income, where you are selling things quickly, you're not being a hoarder, then make sure you're looking at the sell-through rate on really any brand that you're looking at, no matter what the brand name is. Number 3, there are multiple reselling business models that you can take. There is high volume reselling, meaning that you buy for very, very, very cheap and you sell a lot of those items, even if it's $15, $20 sales. It is a reselling business model where you're only doing high cost of goods and you're flipping it for a really good profit. So you spend $50, $100, $200 on something and you're flipping it for $300, $350, $400 plus. There's also a focus on sell-through rate. That means it doesn't matter what it is, as long as it has almost 100 or 100 plus sell-through rate, you're going to buy whatever that thing is. There is the reselling business model where you're selling things that are only under 8 ounces, or you're only selling things that are, say, like a boat or a trailer. You're flipping houses, that type of thing. Number 4, just because it doesn't sell in a week doesn't mean it will never sell. Oftentimes things take a long time to sell, especially if they're on the lower end of that sell-through rate. So sell-through rate is the percentage that you look at of how many items are listed and how many have sold in the last 90 days. So 100% sell-through rate means that in the last 90 days, there was 100 listed and 100 sold. I remember when I first started reselling, I would list something and 4 days would go by, 5 days would go by, and I'd be like, why in the world is this not selling? Am I doing something wrong? Do I need to share my closet more? Do I need to lower the price? And I would go on YouTube and some resellers would talk about how they sold something that had been sitting for 2-3 years. So chill out, relax, just keep doing your thing, and eventually it will sell. Number 5, know your numbers and know your season. Every reselling business is gonna look different. Your capacity is different than my capacity. I'm a stay-at-home mom to a very busy 3-year-old. I'm in the middle of moving at the time of recording this video. I do not have a ton of extra time compared to couples that are reselling together with no kids and have an unlimited budget, right? So of course they're going to quote unquote excel faster than a stay-at-home mom with a kid and a limited budget and limited time. So give yourself some grace and be okay with where you're at and celebrate yourself for doing every single thing that you're doing, because I know you're doing way better than you think you are. You are doing a phenomenal job. And I'm gonna leave you with this bonus tip. Number 6, never trust the thrift store. I would buy items and minimally check them, because I thought Of course, they would never set out a sweaty bra or a pair of jeans that had a massive hole in the you-know-what. But they do, and they don't care. And they will price those things at like $10, $15, $20. Number one thing that helped me with this is to really ask myself when I'm looking at a piece is, would I be proud and confident to have this in a physical retail store? If I had my own brick and mortar business, would I want to proudly display this piece? And asking myself that really got me to slow down, look over the seams, look over for stains, any repairs that it might need. Just slow down. Take the emotion, the excitement out of it, and really think through, do you want to have your money tied up in this piece when you could spend it on something else? If the answer is yes, then go for it. But always assume there is a stain or a repair or some sort of something that you are trying to seek out. That's all I have for today. Make sure you subscribe. Please, please, please like this video, and I will see you in the next one.